Alright, we are about to do 150cc All Cup Tour, but before that begins, no, we're not going to watch this. Go away, Mr. Lackey person. Thank you. I'm going to go to records and show something because most likely this is not going to happen because I just got completely lucky when it did. So, All Cup Tour, as you can see on 150cc, it has already been played, and somehow, someway, I managed to get a perfect score on it. How? I don't know, because I was just practicing through it, and I was like, alright, I'm going to try to go for, like, you know, first place at least. And then I started winning, and I had a pretty decent lead, and it got to like 9, 10, 11 races, and I hadn't lost anything, or hadn't gotten anything under first place. I kept getting first over and over. And so I was like, alright, let's see if I can take this all the way and get a perfect score, and sure enough, I somehow managed to stumble through with it. So, you're not going to be seeing a perfect score on screen unless I can do it twice in a row, which probably will not happen. But this right here proves that I did it, and I also have some screenshots that I'll probably put up at the end of the video as well, because I'm sure most people are like, oh, you didn't actually do that, you got someone else to do it. No, somehow I managed to stumble through it, but that is the proof right there, and yes, it does unlock mirror mode, and there's going to be a picture of that at the end of the video for certain. So that does unlock mirror mode, but I am going to play through it again anyway, because it's probably going to be one of the races that you will not actually see me get a perfect score on or do very well on. Which, granted, there was already one that I got, I think it was a 38 on out of 40, but I did go back and recorrect that. But still, the fact that I managed to do that, because I've only done that twice ever, and that's one of those 2 times. So, however, since I am going through this, I am going to explain how, at least the strategies that I use for the All Cup Tour anyway. So, hold on a minute. There we go. So, on, as a whole, I mean, the strategies I gave out earlier in the LP are pretty simple. Always keep a red not a red shell, always keep a, if you're in the lead anyway, always keep a banana peel or a green shell, because most likely a red shell will get thrown at you at some point, so you're going to have to deflect it with something. And if you can get it to where you can swap out drivers really quickly, you can just swap out drivers right before you pick up an item, or you can do something like this, where right as you throw an item, you run into a box, and so you can get them both at the same time. Don't bother keeping the fake items once again, because the shells will pass through them, so stick to bananas and shells. Bananas are preferable, in all honesty, but shells are also good. I did not see that change on. But shells are also good if somebody manages to sneak ahead of you, and you can get them with a green shell, because it's harder to get somebody with a banana peel throwing it forward. Other strategies, always power slide. Well, don't always power slide, but most of the time you're going to be power sliding, so make sure you know how to do that really well. Whenever somebody uses a lightning, which I actually did not do, whenever somebody uses one of those, be sure to power slide at your first opportunity to get all of your speed back, and then power slide once again once you turn back to normal, so you can get all your speed back as quickly as you can. If you see a winged shell coming, don't bother slowing down for it and letting it hit somebody else. If somebody's really close to you, get up next to them to make sure that they get hit, obviously, because, you know, if you're going to get hit, you might as well take somebody out with you, so be sure to do that. And really that's about it. I mean, just get practiced on dodging stuff. If you know how to practice dodging red shells, they're, you know, just timing power slides, doing it at the right time, like that. That was actually a really good opportunity right there. That was timed really well. Kind of surprised. But anyway, most of the info I'm going to be giving out on how to win 150cc is just going to be on the individual tracks. And honest to goodness, at some point, like, you will not get it on the first try, and sometimes you don't lose because you're a bad driver, you just lose because somebody fires a winged shell at the last moment, or somebody shoots a lightning on the last jump and you fall down and somebody else passes you. Just stuff like that. And if you're choosing a middleweight like me, sometimes you'll just get outraced by heavyweight, just, you know, because they can go faster at their max speed, so sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. You'll notice when D came out, and I am kind of being a little bit less careful with the items that I'm keeping. I'm usually just throwing them away. Reason for that is D came out in a very good track for not getting hit by items other than a lightning or a winged shell. For the simple fact that if you go into the cannon, nothing's going to be able to hit you while in the cannon, and red shells and stuff like that are going to, you know, explode. This part right here is really bouncy, so red shells can miss here very often, and the turns for the rest of the track are very the very tight turns, so like, you know, U-turns pretty much. Almost every single one of them is. And so usually a red shell can miss from that. So you can be a little bit more lenient with your items than you could on other tracks like Luigi Circuit, for example. Fortunately, since I didn't go over anything, I'm going to go ahead and go over it now. Luigi Circuit is not that difficult to win on 150. For the most part, they'll play pretty nice. You might get hit by a winged shell or a lightning, but if you just make sure you drift and you stay on the inside of the big turns, don't go on the outside where the boosts are, then you'll probably be able to win it. Plant banana peels, like, you know, on the boost pads themselves so people don't get to use the boost. Be careful whenever you're going through the middle strip, because, you know, people can have Starmen or Chain Chomps or anything like that, and they can just mow you down. Other than that, not much to it. As for the rest of DK Mountain, I kind of explained that it's pretty easy to dodge items, and once again, it's pretty easy to win this one unless you're bad on the bridge. If you're bad on the bridge, you might have a little bit of trouble, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. As I say that, and I fall off. I should be good on time here, though. Yeah, I'm good. Wow, they were pretty far behind, actually. Even though I fell off, I still got, what, like 2-3 seconds ahead of them? But the bridge might be your only concern. If you're really not sure about it, you can pick Bowser or Bowser Jr. if you don't want to have a heavyweight car, and you can get a Bowser shell and throw it behind you or in front of you whenever you cross the bridge, and that'll knock a lot of people off of it. Provided, you know, they're close to you. So DK Mountain, once again, not one that's terribly difficult to win. I don't think I've ever actually lost that one on 150 All Cup, and I don't think I've lost Luigi Circuit either. Waluigi Stadium, oh gosh, I don't know. This one's not too, it's probably more difficult than the other two that we've seen, but it's not ridiculously difficult. Mostly because you can abuse the trick that I mentioned earlier, which is if you have a banana peel, placing it on the very edge of a jump. Oh gosh, Chain Chomp. Just go, Chain Chomp, just go. Just go, I'm not going to stop you, man. I'm actually going to keep that banana and kind of explain it. If you place it right on the end of a jump, or even a fake item might actually work for this. And of course now it's gone, and item rape. Wonderful. But you can place it right on the edge of the jump and they'll hit it and they won't make the jump. Which I don't think I did it right there because I got hit. Oh no, it worked. And now look at the map. See? Wario and whoever else he's racing with are in 7th right now. They're going to catch back up, obviously, but it will slow them down quite a bit, and that'll give you a little bit of room to play around. So that's another good one. Oh gosh, somebody had a star down there. That was just a convenient spot to put that fake item, so I'll put it right there, and hopefully somebody will run into that set of 3. But this one isn't terrible to win. The only thing that can screw up is actually what just happened right there with the piranha plants. Another trick that I found out while I was playing 100, I think, is if you can actually skip this jump right here, and jumping does leave you losing miles per hour, so, you know, if you can avoid jumps like that, then that's really handy. Typically, the red shells will not make most of these jumps. I know for a fact they don't make the one at the end. They might make the ones that are like this one where there's no place to fall, but on the jumps where you can fall, then, which I think is actually just the last one, then they will miss pretty often, because they won't be able to make it, so. I think that's about it for Waluigi Stadium. I will admit, though, no matter what your team is, assuming that you're going to be keeping first for most of the race, you're going to want either Koopa, Paratroopa, or Diddy Kong on your team, because their specials are all defense items, and you can get the triple green shells to block a lot of stuff, or the giant banana to block a lot of stuff. So either one of those works really well. And me driving a medium weight kart is obviously going to have quite a bit of issues, because as you can see right now, 4th and 2nd and 5th are all heavyweight characters, but if I move the screen actually, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th are all heavyweight teams. And you'll notice the lightweight team, which is Koopa and Baby Mario, actually in last right now. And then 6th, 7th, and 4th are all middleweight teams. So heavyweights will generally play better than all the other engine classes in the higher Grand Prix because their miles per hour can go up higher. So you are going to have to watch out for Bowser, Wario, and Donkey Kong, and also the 2 hidden characters that we have not unlocked yet because they're in mirror mode. So you will have to watch out for those. I don't know who I got with that, but I think it was 4th place. Whoa! Yeah, watch out for people that like to do that. Don't worry if somebody cruises ahead with a Starman, you're probably going to pass them later. If it's not with an item, just by outracing them. Whoa! that was nearly really bad. Alright, this track right here, Mario Circuit, this is the #1 track that I lost on whenever I had to do this the first time trying to get a perfect score. #1 track you lose on is this one right here. And it's not because of the piranha plants at the end, it's not even really because of the other drivers. For some reason, the AI plays really well on this track. I'm not sure why, and it's kind of like the fact that they don't play well on Dry Desert. Like, they'll never get hit by the chain chomp on 150. Maybe once if they get pushed into it, but very rarely will they actually get hit by the chain chomp. And they just race really well. It seems like they can dodge a lot of the items that other teams will put down. And I don't think they suffer as badly from the bumps right here on the track that can slow down your speed. The Goombas never really seem to bother me, and for the most part, I don't think they bother the AI either. I'm surprised that didn't get me. Aw, I thought that would get him. The piranha plants at the end can be annoying because they can, if you mess up a jump, they can steal a last-minute victory. And just, you know, make you go from first to second, first to third, first to fourth. I had it one time where it made me go from first to fifth. I'm not sure how I didn't get them with that. And I'm probably going to get second on this race unless they screw up or I get a good item or a winged shell comes flying by me. Oh, no, banana. That's not going to help me. Well, it also isn't going to help if you do that, dude. But see what I mean about last-minute victories getting stolen by that last jump? It's just... my gosh, they're evil on this course. And there's basically 3 courses they will screw you up on. This is one of the top 3 right here. Hands down. And the other ones are actually very justifiable. This one, I don't understand why. I wish I understood why, but the other ones are justifiable. And I guess to some extent, Mushroom City would probably be my 4th. Maybe. I'm pretty decent at this track, actually, more so than I used to be. And it's not so much this one as it is Mushroom Bridge, and I know the reason why as well. Because once again, they are justifiable. Once again, I don't know why they're good at Mario Circuit. I honestly wish I knew. Because if they're doing something that I'm not, and if I started doing that, I'd probably be able to win, but... Mushroom City, basically, if you can dodge the cars, you're probably going to win this one. I mean, on any difficulty. If you're good at dodging the cars, and you're good at this little end spot right here, you pretty much got it made. That's really all you need to know. I mean, this ending spot right here, you just need to cruise into the center part like this, and then just stay there until you get to right here. Like, just don't make any sudden movements and you'll get it. I think the Bowser team just got blown up by either a bomb from Wario or a bomb Kart. But this track is not that bad. Once again, if you take the little red road right here in the center, no cars ever come that way, so you'll be safe for a moment. Sometimes you'll get hit by a car that's popping out, but it's not that bad. Once again, if you have to choose between driving off in the dirt or getting hit by a car, take the dirt. Because the dirt's not going to slow you down that much. Yeah, I don't ever see the AI play that well on this course. Like, they'll play okay, but, I mean, you can make a few mistakes and still beat them. That's not going to do anything. Sometimes you can even rig stuff like I just did right there because I knew I was going to get hit because I didn't have an item other than the fake item box, which I was thinking would work. Whoa. But yeah, this course for the most part is not too terrible. The only thing you gotta watch out for is if you've got a bomb, if you're gonna throw it forward, it's gonna bounce off the roof right here, and so you need to watch out for that. But once again, you shouldn't be throwing bombs forward if you're Wario or Waluigi. That's really about it for this course. This one's not too bad. You'd think it'd be a pretty bad one, because, like, in general, people don't like this course because of how difficult it is. But the AI doesn't seem to have much better luck than any human player does, so... If, like I said, if you're good at dodging the cars, more than likely you're going to win that, unless something like a winged shell just happens last minute. Because, I mean, I beat the second place team by almost 6 seconds right there, so... Like, really, that one's not too bad. Peach Beach, okay. I was kind of expecting Baby Park, which I could go on a gigantic rant about that course and how it's one of the ones you can lose really easy. Peach Beach will go either one of 2 ways every time you play it. First off, never take that little area over there to get better items. It's not worth your time. And I didn't get any of those. I got a Cataquack. Oh wait, maybe that one way up there? Nope. Basically, Peach Beach will function one of 2 ways. Either one... I mean, this is assuming you don't get hit by the Cataquacks, because the Cataquacks are, in effect, if you hit one, you will instantly lose. Or at least not get first. Now, this is a kind of a tough course to win with a light or medium weight car, which, again, I don't advise lightweight carts playing on 150 All Cup Tour and expecting to get a perfect score. It can be done, but it's not going to be easy. And the main reason that this is hard to win with light or medium weight carts, and I just lost this race, is because of the strip right at the end. If you look on the map, on the left-hand side, it is just a straight shot. Oh, good, they messed up too, so I'll probably be alright. It's just a straight shot right here. And while it's a great place to cycle, grab some items and whatnot, throw them backwards, it is a place that heavyweight carts can just simply outrun you. And usually whenever I throw items backwards, they miss. Bombs will never miss on that straightaway unless, you know, they like go off course to dodge them, for the simple fact that they take up the entire road. But green shells don't seem to hit very often, and red ones don't very often either. I don't know, it's probably because I can't find the AI's line quite like I can find my own, but that's just speculation. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to dodge your own items because you can see them coming up, so... Overall, it's not terrible. Never get stuck in the water. It, like, always stay on the outside of the water or where the foam is, or maybe just inside the water, but never get into middle or deep water because that will mess you up. Oh, great. Now I get to go on my rant about Baby Park. Awesome. Okay, if you cannot understand why this is one of the worst tracks to try to win, then clearly you've not been playing Mario Kart or watching the LP or anything. Because this is utter havoc. Like, it's utter havoc on 50, so it's obviously going to be even worse on 150. As you can see, like, 2 people just got mowed down. I got from 4th to 2nd. I didn't do anything. So sometimes just knowing how to time those green shells like I did right there, that can just be a saving grace. And if you can find a mushroom that somebody dropped on the ground, then go for it, provided it's not, you know, hidden away. Usually try to keep your banana peels, but for the most part, you can dodge about anything you want. It's just stuff like that bomb appearing. That's what can mess you up, if anything. The bomb is a great item to have for this course if you're careful with it. I didn't get that one. Mario's got red fire. I gotta watch out for that. Yep, there he goes. Oh, yeah, thanks for the warning symbol. I don't know how that one died. I guess the mushroom. Yeah, but see, I had a first place lead that entire thing, and they got it back for a moment. No, don't drift the wrong way. What the heck was that? Oh, great, a bomb. Lovely. You know what's going to happen, yeah. This is why I do not like Baby Park on 150. This track is brutal. Because look at those times. Like, they were really good on the first 3 or 4 or 5 laps, and then all it took was 1 lap, and you just get completely screwed over. That's all it is. I only have a 4-point lead now, as opposed to whatever I had beforehand. This course will screw you over so many times. Fortunately, this one, once again, a lot of people think it's a difficult course, but trying to win it, if you're used to the course, is pretty easy to do. Because, like Dry Desert, the AI is not very good on this one for some reason. I've had a few instances where they've beaten me, but really, if you can get across this bridge and not fall off or not have to slow down, you're pretty much good. I don't know why the AI has trouble with this one. Once again, it's probably just something that they're doing wrong and I'm doing right. I'm not sure. Maybe they get hit by the geysers a lot. If you can not fall off and not get hit by a geyser, you're pretty much good. Even if you hit a couple items, you'll be alright. You have to watch out for the dino's face. It just means you have to kind of turn and turn back. You have to predict it a little bit in advance, but other than that, it's not too bad. Thank you for the warning. It would have to be Daisy. And honestly, sometimes, like, if you're going for the perfect score, you'll have to reset simply just because of the team matchups and, like, getting the worst team possible. If DK and Yoshi are on a team, just reset the game right then. Because the egg and the giant banana will bother you the entire 16 races. Generally, the best thing to have for a heavyweight that's going to try to bother you is going to be Wario, because the bomb can mess him up too, and it's a little difficult to use, and the AI is not quite used to it. So Wario's going to be your best bet for heavyweights. And then I guess probably Bowser would be number 2. DK is just a pain in the butt, and the hidden characters can get any special they want. So obviously they're just going to get giant bananas like crazy, so they're going to be both really annoying. As for who they're paired up with, if it's Yoshi or Birdo, you're going to be in trouble. If it's Mario and Luigi, probably not. In fact, Mario and Wario seem to be on the team quite a bit whenever I race in 150. Peach and Daisy, don't even worry about it. If they're going to be in the top 3, they're never going to get hearts. I mean, I always pick Waluigi, but once again, you know, Waluigi's bomb is kind of hard to use, so the AI probably won't have any upper hand in using him. I think that's all the middle weights. I'm not going to win this race now. Oh, that could not have been timed better. And I'm still going to lose this now, aren't I? Nope, I'm good. See, that's what I mean. Sometimes just pure luck, because I would not have gotten first if that winged shell had not shown up. And I think that's the first time on camera that a winged shell has actually helped me win a race. Most of the time it's the thing causing me to lose. But as for the lightweights, which ones to watch out for? Watch out for the Koopa Paratroopa team and Diddy Kong and Bowser Jr. sometimes. So basically, if you can get Wario and Baby Luigi or Baby Mario in a team, that'll be the best team to fight, because Wario's bomb is not that, you know, safe to use. And if they're going to be in the top 3, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi will never get their special items. So if you're having trouble winning, just reset till you get one of those teams that's constantly fighting you, and you'll probably be alright. That's how you use a bomb right there. Look at that. That was beautiful. Of course, it doesn't matter because the AI just undid all my work by getting a winged shell right off the bat. And sometimes they will be relentless with the winged shells. I've seen somebody get one on the first item box of the game and just immediately throw it at me. I mean, you can just get flat unlucky sometimes. So Yoshi's Circuit, I think probably out of 10 tries, you'll probably lose this twice, maybe. Or at least the way I race, I usually lose 2 out of 10 times on this. So, for the most part, you'll be okay on it. I'm actually getting fortunate that I'm picking up a lot of bombs here, so that's kind of keeping my distance away from them. Drifting really helps to know how to do that. And because there's a lot of spots you can drift, lightning won't be that bad. It'll hurt everyone else more than it'll hurt you. And so that's always an advantage. The Piranha Plants aren't too bad. They're much easier to dodge than they were on Mario Circuit, that's for certain. So you don't have to worry about those too much. Okay, can we stop throwing winged shells? Seriously? And they like to follow it with a red shell, in case you couldn't tell. Most of the time, a red shell will follow it, or a lightning or something. Oh good, somebody messed up and dropped some mushies. Probably from that lightning earlier, but whatever. So yeah, this one's not a terrible one if you're good at drifting. And that's really all you have to know for this one. So for the most part, you're probably going to be okay on this one. I mean, there's really only 3 courses that I would find to be genuinely difficult, and we've already gone through 2 of them, being Baby Park and freaking Mario Circuit. It's really sad that Mario Circuit is actually a worse track for me winning than Baby Park is. Because Baby Park, you can just get flat unlucky on, and that's all it is. And the worst thing about whenever you're trying to practice this is having those, like, the worst 3 be courses 12, 13, and 14, because you'll make it all the way with a perfect score and then just lose on one of the last courses, and it sucks.